law that virtually every member
judicial nominees to just tell senators.
This is President Trump's second nominee to the court, and what was just really remarkable today was the outpouring of opposition. No sooner than the chairman of the committee, Senator Chuck Grassley, he gavelled in the session, and the session just completely erupted in chaos. There were Democratic senators calling for the session to be postponed, and there were protests coming from many people in the audience.
Things are going to be said throughout this hearing. We're going to be in session.
Shut this hearing down. This hearing is an attack on women's rights and an attack on democracy. Shut this hearing down now.
Government to protect the people. I just said to the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh.
And get out of jail free cards. Kavanaugh must not be put on the court.
One of the main things at issue has been the process here. Democrats that are really complaining about the lack of documents from Kavanaugh's past service in the Bush White House. They are concerned that a number of documents have not been turned over as part of the vetting process. Now, Chuck Grassley, the chairman, says, you know, hundreds of thousands of documents have been made available to the committee, and that's true. But these are being made available on an unusual basis where they are coming directly from the Bush archives and separate from the traditional archive process, and many of those documents are being held back on a confidential basis. Either the committee is holding them back, or in one case we saw just a few days ago, the Trump administration, the White House, held back 100,000 documents. Democrats are crying foul and saying this is just no way to vet somebody who will be having a lifetime confirmation on the court.
To Ranking Member Feinstein's request, which she tried to craft with you to be identical to the request for records from Justice Kagan, we should not be proceeding until we have the full documents that allow us to review the judge's records.
Kavanaugh really showed, you know, why a lot of people like him. He was a very personable, optimistic-looking person. He talked about his belief in the independence of the judiciary. And he really tried to tell the senators that he would be an independent broker here.
You are aspiring to be the most decisive.
A judge must be independent and must interpret the law, not make the law.
The judge in the past has talked about his view that any investigation of a sitting president is disruptive to the executive branch and should wait until after the president is out of office. He has experience here. Judge Kavanaugh had served on the team, Kenneth Starr's team, that was investigating former President Bill Clinton. And at the end of that, he really had sort of some second thoughts about investigating a sitting president. That, of course, is important now because President Trump and his team are under a lot of scrutiny from special counsel Robert Mueller and the Russia probe. And so senators will be asking a lot of questions about the judge's views of executive power and whether he believes a sitting president can be investigated, can be forced to testify, or even if whether an indictment could be brought.
I jokingly said in one of your previous appearances that you're like the Forrest Gump of... And it's that president who's decided you are his man. You're the person he wants on the Supreme Court. You are his personal choice. So are people nervous about this? Are they concerned about it? Of course they are.
The Senate Republicans have the majority here, and they are eager to have Judge Kavanaugh confirmed in time for the start of the new Supreme Court session, which begins October 1st. So they're looking to have the Senate finish up its work in the next couple weeks here and then have a confirmation vote on the floor of the Senate, possibly by the end of September.
If confirmed to the Supreme Court, I will keep an open mind in every case. I will do equal right to the poor and to the rich. I will always strive to preserve the Constitution of the United States and the American rule of law. In those works, I keep in mind the message